Thank you, Chairman Langford, and thanks to all the witnesses. Sorry I didn't get a chance to greet you earlier. We promise we're the nice committee. Me and Langford. We just want you to know, because he told me this is your first time testifying in Congress, and so you'll find out. Redheads are nicer as a group of people in general.
Better than girls. Yeah.
I want to thank the chairman for organizing the hearing today and giving us the opportunity to look more closely at a very important aspect of our regulatory process, retrospective review. I'm very interested in the insights of our witnesses and how to make retrospective review a stronger part of the culture of all agencies. A key goal of mine today is to closely examine how retrospective review is working right now. What gets in the way of good retrospective review, and what are the best practices that agencies have learned. Congress and the agencies can work together to improve this process moving forward. That's why his GAC committee recently passed our bill, the Smarter Regulation Act, which I sponsored and the chairman co-sponsored. This common sense and bipartisan bill requires federal agencies to include, as part of every proposed and final major rule, a framework to do retrospective review of that regulation, including a timeline. Why that is also important is it gives the regulated and the public as a whole an opportunity to weigh in on what that retrospective review should be. If agencies do the tough thinking early on in the rulemaking process, that will ultimately save the agencies, and I believe the federal government, time and resources into the future. I see this as a logical idea which follows directly from the goals and ideas about retrospective review which have been echoed by each administration since President Carter. In reading your submitted testimony in preparation of this hearing, I'm glad to see your agencies consider retrospective review to be a critical part of your regulatory missions. By making retrospective review a part of your ordinary regulatory functions, we help ensure that we have the most efficient and effective regulatory system possible. I think we all agree for our citizens to be able to work hard and provide for their families, for our nation to be safe and secure, we need a responsive regulatory system that produces the highest quality regulations. Retrospective review can help us meet that goal by improving or deleting older regulations which no longer meet the objectives of this country. That's why I'm excited for today's hearing. I look forward to hearing from all of the witnesses, and I look forward to our continuing dialogue on this important regulatory issue.